And I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our today's webinar on a class offer you can create teaching online independently. Just let me know if you can hear and see me clearly so we can go ahead and begin. I hope everyone is having a lovely Saturday already. Let me know in the comments below if you can hear and see me clearly, as well as where you're tuning in from and where you are in your independent teaching journey at the moment. I see we have 3 live viewers at the moment, and there is a comment on wonderful. Someone says yes to both. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see your name, and because maybe you haven't allowed wave video to your Facebook profile. Sometimes it does happen that it still kind of doesn't recognize it. Hi, Angie. Angie says, I can hear and see you. Thank you. Awesome. Good to know. And thank you for tuning in today. Awesome. So today's webinar is all about class offer you can create teaching online independently. Oh, hi, Jay. Good to know. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So, sorry, we're going to take a look into the pros and cons in different class offer strategies you can utilize and leverage to your most advantage going forward. So it would be interesting if you are willing to share in the comments. Let me know what kind of class offers you create at the moment. Are you offering just a single class or class packages, or you do have some kind of subscription programs in place? That would be interesting to learn. And in the meantime, for those of you who don't know me or are going to watch the replay later, I'm just going to do a brief introduction. My name is Ivy, and I'm the founder of Super Teacher, independent teaching business admin web app. And we do run this series of live webinars every Saturday or almost every Saturday, plus live trainings for teachers who are signed up with Super Teacher. I myself am a special educator, and I've been teaching online since 2016, working both with adults and children. But for the past few years, I've been focusing on young learners age 4 to 12. Sorry. And at the moment, I do teach with a company and privately. So I can say I have a broad experience on both how companies work and how independent teaching can work. Speaking of companies, anybody who is familiar with Chinese companies knows that those kind of companies like VIP Kid, GoGo Kid, and so on, they used to be selling huge packages to parents, as little as 8 classes to as many as 90 or even 180 classes is what I've learned so far. And Nova Kid, which I'm teaching with at the moment, offers subscription programs. So that's interesting to see. They offer, these are not packages, but just monthly, then every 3 months, 6 months, and yearly subscription programs, depending on the number of classes. And the bigger the subscription plan the parent chooses, the bigger the discount they get, right? And that has its own pros and cons, of course. So let's just focus on understanding recurring programs. So when you offer subscriptions to your students, that means that you're going to be charging them automatically at regular intervals. That also means that once your student is in, they agree on the price and the plan you're going to offer. Usually, if they are new students, then maybe on monthly basis to begin with, to kind of build trust and later on reconsider maybe longer term commitment. But to begin with, you can offer monthly subscription plans of as many classes per week or month as you want. So usually what I've heard teachers doing is offering 8 to 12 classes, depending on if the student is going to take classes twice a week or 3 times a week. So on monthly basis, they would include around 8 to 12 classes. So there is a convenience for both you and your students in that you both are not committed long term, right? So it can work for both to see how things go, how flexible you can be with the schedule, and also to consider your scheduling policy, cancellation policies, and so on. And recurring programs or subscription programs give the flexibility in ensuring consistent income flow while providing predictable costs for your clients, right? Opposed as opposed to class packages where you have one bigger sale, maybe even in a few months or even longer, and then you kind of have to be more responsible to manage your earnings, right? As if you were getting them maybe on monthly basis, which I personally find challenging. Like if I do packages, so far I personally have been doing packages only. Let me check out the chat box. Yeah, Angie says pack both packages and group classes. Good to know, Angie. Wonderful. So you do offer packages and group classes. I'm guessing like group classes, like one-time group classes or ongoing sessions. And yeah, but the students probably have to pay for the whole, right, recurring session of group classes. Good. Thank you for sharing that. When we talk about the class packages, they always include selling a set number of classes upfront for a discounted price. It doesn't have to be a discount included, but that's like what most online teachers do. On Super Teacher, I've seen different kinds of packages, such as percentage discount, for example. So teachers offering, for example, 5% discount on 15 classes, 10% discount on 30 classes, and so on. You get the picture. The bigger the discount, the more classes are included. And or some teachers include number of free classes, for example, 10 plus 1, 20 plus 1, 30 plus 2, and so on. There are also options of I've seen teachers offering class packages based on the curriculum they're using. For example, level 1, unit 1 of Abridge Academy curriculum, and so on. So that also is a good idea, because then parents, it depends on your audience. So if you're looking for students who are willing to become a long-term client and see the clear progress their student is going to make, then maybe offering class packages based on the curriculum or learning goals you're setting is a better option than offering a discount, because then you are going to be attracting students who are always going to be looking for some kind of a discount or cheaper price. And this can be very tricky, especially when the time comes to renew the packages. So they're always going to recheck with you and say, oh, Ivy, or oh, Jay, is there any kind of additional discount this time, or so on. So they are more focused on these kind of packages, offering kind of free classes, and the discounts in percentage are more geared towards students who are looking to save big. But at the same time, those are clients who are willing to commit to longer packages and more classes. Yeah, at least in my experience. Let me know if you share the same experience or it's completely different, maybe. And sorry for the mirror effect. I just want to make sure I'm sharing the whole window, because sometimes I forget to share the tabs. Okay, so speaking of packages, this model, as we mentioned, appeals to students looking for flexibility also and saving while committing to a certain number of sessions. Speaking of clients we all work with, like European market, China market, Korea, any kind of market, it's very useful if you try to figure out where your students are coming from. What's their prior online learning experience? For example, I do have students from Europe who used to be on Nova Kids. So when the parents reached out to me, they were asking for subscription plans. Or when I got my Chinese students, like since Chinese market crashed 2 years ago, parents were completely used to paying large amounts in advance for bigger packages. So that's why they were after. And, they were just looking for, they preferred to deal with payments once and, for good. Like in a year or in 6 months, they would always have to, right, get back and pay for the package. So, for maybe Chinese market, they prefer, because also they also prefer using WeChat, they do prefer getting class packages, but they are, however, able to subscribe. Many teachers I've heard think, oh, Chinese parents cannot use payments, cannot make payments by card, or bank. They can, they absolutely can. So going forward, you can offer subscription programs to Chinese clients as well. I think this is just worth mentioning briefly. And this model of offering big class packages is also good for regular students, assuming that there is already trust built, so they are comfortable, paying for 45, 90, or however many classes in advance. So let's look at some of the pros and cons for both. When it comes to class packages, they do attract students with discounts. So that's good. That means you can create campaigns on special occasions, or do a good referral marketing using your existing clients and then asking them to promote you, to share your teacher profile or flyer or anything with their friends and family members, right? Because if you do offer class packages with discounts, that's always something they're going to be attracted to. So offering class packages encourages commitment, and they do get a certain of number of class credits they have to use. And in that, I would just add, make sure to put it in your policy, like and describe the dynamics of the bigger class package. Like you can say, the class package has to be used, classes have to be used at least twice a week, or the whole package has to be used up in a year's time, or whatnot. They also are more open for flexible scheduling, because once you sell the package, then you discuss, the class time and everything. And the cons of offering class packages is that your income may fluctuate. We talked about that because it's unpredictable. Like you might have great sales, but then wait for a couple of months to kind of earn again and, do the classes and everything. And there could be a clutter of admin work, or as I put it here, administrative overhead in managing packages. Unless you're using a system like Super Teacher or maybe another kind of system where you have a class tracker or a solution to not just using pen and paper to track how many classes every student has left in the package, how many classes they used or canceled or missed. It can get tricky once you start growing your independent teaching business. So check out Super Teacher for that. When it comes to subscription programs, I love the idea of them. To me, honestly, they were completely new up until a few months ago when Jillian Shanahan mentioned that she thinks this is going to be the future of teaching ESL online. For many reasons, some of them being, the global situation and parents willing or not being willing to commit to like a year worth of packages or 6 months in advance, because nobody knows, what's coming next. That's one of the biggest reasons I found kind of, makes sense the most. And so with subscription programs, what's really good is you can really have a predictable income. You can just say, if I'm offering a class of maybe for $20, 25 minutes class, twice a week, that's 8 classes, that's already, $160 per student. And if I have 11 or 12 students, like I do at the moment, wow, that sounds much better than selling one package of the same amount, maybe, and then having to wait for months to have another payment. So, and you can plan very well. Like you can set up your target or income on monthly basis, and then see how many students you actually need to add, and organize your marketing towards that goal. Because I think many of us forget to set goals, how much actually you want and you would be happy to be earning from this job. Is it your main stream of income? Is it just a side job? So I think monthly subscription programs can help much better with that, to kind of gain stable income on monthly basis and know exactly how much you need to work to achieve that. It's convenient for both us and the students. It's less stress over, refunds and everything. Just recently, I had a great question of a teacher saying she got a mom and asking for a bigger class package, but she needed to be assured somehow of the refund policy the teacher is going to offer. And the parent was from Japan, so you know how Japan is used to earthquakes and whatnot. And she was asking the teacher who talked to me about that. She just wanted to hear my opinion, and then we figured, like, why not, if she's really concerned, because the mom wanted to get like a year worth of classes, but she was just super concerned, like, what would happen if you are not able to provide me with all the classes or something like that. And then yeah, actually we came to an idea, why not offer her either smaller packages, for maybe a month or two, or subscription based programs. I'm not sure how that turned out. I will let you know if the teacher friend shares that with me. But yeah, it's always a good idea, right? Oh, actually, yes, the mom did get a smaller package. Now I remember. Yeah. And just, this is something that can come up later as they build trust and relationship, and, continue to work together with the student. Some cons of the subscription programs are that some students may prefer flexibility. So if you do, for example, if they do need more classes one week, let's say they want help for exam that's coming up next month, or maybe school exam or anything. If you do offer subscription classes, it's a little bit harder to be flexible, right? You cannot just say, let's add a class credit, because they're paying for a fixed number of classes, right? Maybe for twice a week or 3 times a week. So you can find ways for that. Of course, they can always pay an additional single class or something like that. But if you expect your students to not be flexible, or if they have siblings attending classes, and sometimes one of them is going to show up once a week and the other one 3 times, or vice versa. So just have this in mind when you do offer subscription plans. Like, parents do need to commit to a certain number of classes. I can share from NovaKid. I've seen, like, if the parents can reschedule class just once, this is a really good policy. We also have on Super Teacher, I kind of saw that. And next time, if they want to reschedule, the class credit is going to be taken. So they will be charged, because they, if they try to manage the classes however they want every day, changing the schedule or anything. And also, of course, you can always enforce your personal teaching policies, your business policies. For that, I think it's best not to use some templates. Like, just recently, Katie from ABJ Academy and I talked about that. Some teachers or coaches even do offer kinds of templates for teaching policies, and scheduling. I mean, cancellation policies, refund policies. That this one is really important. Nobody can advise you on that unless they are, in law, and because the rules, Katie shared with me, like in the UK, by default, everything you sell online digitally has to have a 6 month or a year, a 6 month refund included. I think it was 6 months, but anyways, if it's not, Katie's going to correct me, but there is some kind of general policy of the country that if you do sell digital services, then you have to include a refund policy, and imagine someone reading from a template someone created in the best intention, right, but not being very knowledgeable of that. saying like, okay, you can offer a 30-day refund. So that would be against the actual law if you're coming from the UK. So you really, we each of us and everyone has to check our own, country policies on providing digital services. I was not really aware of that, so yeah, I wanted to share. Thought it was useful. Let me check if you have some comments. Okay, not at the moment. I hope. Yeah, I do see comments coming from YouTube and Facebook, so that's good. Um, and risk of payment failures. I wanted just to mention like the way the parents are used to be paying. Maybe some of Chinese clients are going to refuse your subscription based offer because they are used to WeChat and it's more private and whatnot. So, but it's always good to have at least those two options, more than one option to offer them. So how to pick the right offer for the student? Of course, you can always present them with different options you're offering. Um, and you can learn from their needs and their feedback, right? The parent will usually let you know if they are able financially to commit to a longer term classes, meaning purchasing a big package in advance, or maybe for them it's going to work better if they just commit to a subscription program and pay monthly. It's always a good recommendation to provide both options to meet different students' needs. And it's just important to state your policies. We talked about that already. So be clear in what your students should expect. Should they go with each of the options, the class package, what's your policy in that case, or subscription plans? For example, on Super Teacher, just yesterday we launched, yeah, I'm yet to announce that, like after the live today in our next newsletter, we just launched the subscription plans option and program. So you can create a subscription plan on your Super Teacher page. And it's always a recommendation to add your policy, of course. There is a place on Super Teacher where to do that. And plus, we made it by default so that the class credits included in a month that you're going to add to the subscription program, let's say 8 classes a month, are going to reset every month, no matter if your student uses or does not use all the class credits. So this was a request teachers shared, and the reason for that is some students can just be no show or don't book classes and just collect tons of classes, they paying for them, but you will not be teaching for them. So by default, Super Teacher is going to reset the stats. Usually they will use all of them. There is always a way of for you to make up for classes if you do want to. I just thought mentioning this is important. And stay flexible. So these subscription programs could be only a great addition to your current class offer. So you can offer more flexibility and think about your business plan and targets, like what do you want? For example, for me personally, packages were great. So that way I could invest in Super Teacher, when I needed a bit of a bigger amount of investment, I would just ask my parents, are you willing to get a bigger package this time, or something like that, and so I could get my income at once, and this is just something for specific goals. But now I have to wait a few months, right, for the packages to get used. So going forward, in my case, I think I would totally switch to the subscription plans if the parents are willing to. For that to work, you need to set up a system for student registration, enrollment, and payment processing. You could invoice students if you are able to use Stripe, for example. You can even create a subscription offer, kind of a payment link on Stripe, and that can work. But Stripe does not allow you to then manage the class credits and book classes, and it doesn't keep track for you of the classes used and the class packages stats. We mentioned policies for refunds, cancellations, and rescheduling, super important. just to protect yourself and your student to have all the information before they commit, right? And it's always a recommendation to create a schedule for delivering live sessions or classes, meaning, yeah, having a system to actually track everything for you, which Super Teacher is, by the way. And okay, these are some tools you need for offering either option, like include the teaching platform in your policy, like what they get in the plan, in the class package. They get access to your classroom, to the booking system, payment processor, and they can reach out the way they can reach out to you in case of emergency or in case they have to reschedule or cancel classes, just to mention that. Okay, if this sounds like too much to manage, you can always check out Super Teacher if you are new to it. I'm just gonna share the link and show you what you can offer with Super Teacher. So we mentioned the class packages. Let me just grab the link. And maybe if you're interested, I can show you how to actually create one of the subscription plans. I think that could be useful. Oh, someone says, I never heard of class packages. Interesting. Mystery Facebook user. Sorry, I don't know. I can't see your name because maybe you haven't allowed Wave video access to your Facebook profile. If you want to share. Yeah, you've never heard. So how do you usually offer classes? Are you offering subscription plans or how do you teach online independently? Like what's your strategy and class offer? I would love to hear that. I just shared Super Teacher link, and let's actually check our homepage and see what you can offer. So you can offer one-on-one classes, group classes, class packages we talked about today, subscription programs which are live since now, and also safe pace courses to diversify your income and earn even some passive income as you go. You can sell your classes worldwide because SuperTeacher supports all kinds of bank cards. So far, we haven't had a single problem like receiving payments from anywhere in the world. Plus, it's WeChat supported. So parents from Asian market, China specifically, can purchase classes easily. But for them to subscribe to your class programs, they will need to use a bank card because WeChat does not have that option. You can check out our training center here at any point to find all the previous webinars. I'm just going to show you briefly live teacher trainings as well as student guides and lots of resources. Everything here is free. So you just need to register if you haven't and sign up for anything you want. Okay, let's see if there are more questions before we go into creating a subscription plan. Yes, Angie says, yes, please show us how to do it. Yes, awesome, wonderful, sure, let's do it. Thank you. I'm excited for this as well because just yesterday I was helping a teacher friend create her first subscription plan because I personally haven't created them for myself yet. I haven't thought about the prices and everything. So we're just gonna demo together. So welcome to my demo account. And here you will first notice that previous who was registered on Super Teacher, if you were registered already, like Angie and Jay, here this tab used to say resources, but now it's called courses and subscription programs to be more obvious. So you would need to click this course builder. And this is a feature you utilize for creating both subscription programs and self-paced courses. So that's why if you have any better solution on how to word this, how to name this course builder, I'm more than happy to change it. For now, I think it works best, like maybe to add course builder for self-paced courses and subscription programs. I could totally add that to be more clear. So for you, this page is going to be blank probably. So these are just some of my test courses created. But you just need to go to this big button that says add course in the top right corner. click add course, and here you will get a template. Maybe if you do offer group classes on SuperTeach already, you will be familiar with its with this template, because it's the same for group classes, but the difference is in actual course details you add later on. Okay, so just to check if there are any more questions, and let me know if it's big enough so you can see the screen clearly. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Okay. So first you need to decide if your course is going to be free or paid. Free courses or resources are good if you want to add value to your student. Let's say you are selling a class package and you do want to include some kind of after class activities or a resource library. You can also sell if you do create your own resources, or if you do use some third party like YouTube videos or word wall games that you haven't created, you can totally embed them here and offer them for free for your students to access after classes and add value to your class offer. And this is especially useful if you want to up your class prices. This is a great strategy. I can recommend, like, if you would like to just up your class prices a little bit, you can tell the parent, like, look, I've invested a little bit or a lot into creating this resource library for my students, and so if you want to get more activities after class and have full support for the student to be able to listen maybe to audiobooks, play games, do worksheets after class, and so on, I can add this resource library for you, but then the class is going to go up for $1 maybe, or something like that. Or you can just create a paid one and offer it as a separate service. So let's focus back on the subscription program you can offer. Let's say this is going to be Teacher Ivy's maybe let's say not Teacher Ivy's. What can I say? I haven't thought about it yet, honestly. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna say monthly subscription to maybe 2 classes a week or 3 classes a week, or I could say monthly subscription with 8 classes included. But I like this better at the moment, because then the parent can know clearly, like they can see what they are buying, so they have to take classes twice a week. This is just my thoughts at the moment. Do share if you have a better idea. So let's say if my class offer price in a package goes down to the lowest, let's say my regular class price is maybe $20 or $25. I'm just gonna keep it simple. So this is 8 classes times $20 maybe. So it's gonna be plus a little discount maybe. Okay, maybe something like that. Or okay, a $10 discount maybe. I don't know why. I mean, you don't need to include it. I'm just thinking, okay, as an example. Then you can choose the categories. So this part, only the category is what the student is going to see. Is this class for ESL students or not? Or maybe you are a coach, or maybe you do math, other subjects. So you just need to list these course categories. The other data, such as subjects and topics, they're just picked up from your profile already set, the categories you teach, subjects and everything. So, and this is not visible in your offer. So you can just click anything, but a category is just important. You will see on the front end how it looks and works. This is going to be for my maybe A1, A2, maybe even kindergarten, maybe grades 1 and 2 maybe. You can also type in the grades 1, 2, 3, and 4, let's say. And this is super convenient, because then the parent, when they are deciding on the right subscription program, can actually see who the program is for. If your subscription plan is not curriculum specific, then you can totally add everybody you teach, right? Even adults. And here is where the magic happens. The course type can be, let me just check if you can see my screen. I don't see any categories. Let me see, is that you, Jay? If you don't, if it's you, I'm going to check on your teacher profile. But yes, this is a good question. If you don't see any categories offering, like when you click on the categories, if you don't get anything here, that means you haven't set them up in your teacher profile in the first place. Let me show you where to set your teaching categories and subjects. So here, once you log into Super Teacher, go to My Profile, Edit Profile. That's actually the first step by default when you log in. And here are the 3 steps you need to finish for your calendar to work and for your subscription programs to work. So this is mandatory. This is the only thing you really have to fill in. So you see, you click the plus button, add the category you teach, for example, ESL. Once you add it, you will see a little green button next to it that says List Curriculum and open up step 2 for you. Click, and you see whenever I hover over an element, there is a little guide like smart tips we added for convenience. So you can check it out every time you need to kind of as a refresher. Click the second plus button. Here you will see the curriculum options. If there is something you do teach and it's not listed here, just let us know via email or in our Facebook group, and it will be added in no time. That's how we keep adding curriculum options here. And then once you add the one you want, the last step is list topics, and here is where you set up your single class prices just by picking the class time, the single class price in dollars. These levels, units, and lessons, you can just put one. Basically, that was intended for a different use case. So at the moment, you don't have to worry about it. It should tell about, these are info from the curriculum you're actually using. So if it was Abridge Academy, then you would say 4 levels. Each level has 10 units of 6 lessons, and submit. And that's it. Once you do that, it's going to give you the option here. You just need to refresh the tab and it will list everything you have added. I hope this answers your question. Let me see. Yeah, sure, Jay. Thank you. Great question. And Angie says, I see fine. Thank you so much. Good to know. Because, it happens that I forget to share the screen sometimes. Okay, we're good to go. Then you can create your own course introduction video. We made this so you can self-promote. You can attract the student. On Super Teacher profile on your main page, let me show you. You have your teacher introduction video, which is like the main video where you say, hello, welcome to my profile or class. In my class, we will do this and that. This is the main teacher profile. But on every subscription program or course you create, you're also able to add a separate video, which is very neat and convenient because you can actually talk about the subscription program here, right? Let's open this one. I have no idea what I've said here. So let's see. Okay, this is some random stuff I just added. Let's see one with the actual video. I'm almost sure that it's going to be my introduction video again. Maybe this one. Okay. Oh, me again. Okay. But here you can totally add a video that's more appropriate, right, for the course itself. So here, I'm just going to select a random file, a video file. Let's see. Okay, Brenda intro, something I prepared. And you can just welcome the parent and let them know more about the course itself, or just put your introduction video. And a course image will appear on your teacher profile. Okay, maybe this. Nova Kid something. Okay, but you will see how beautiful it looks on your teacher profile in a second. Let me show you. So when you open your teacher profile, now you have these 4 buttons. Before there were 3. So now you can offer one-on-one class, group classes, self-paced courses, and subscription programs. And here's how they look. Let's click on the subscription program. Just Zoom is a little bit slow. So here is how it looks. So this is the image you upload. So you see it looks like a beautiful kind of thumbnail. And once I click on the actual subscription plan, then it's going to give me more information. Even the reviews the students gave, like the stars on your profile, the actual video, the learning goals we're going to look into in a second, what they need to know before or do before joining in. Maybe use your device, or we can brainstorm ideas here in a second. And then even the course content. So here you can even upload any teaching resources you want your student to preview or review. For example, if you do use Abridge Academy, they have like flashcards and workbooks and everything. So it lets you keep your teaching resources very well organized. And that means whichever student subscribes to this program will get the resources instantly. So you don't even have to share any preview review materials with each and every student. It's kind of your own resource library included in the subscription plan, which is really cool. I think I've heard great feedback so far. So these can be videos, audios, PDFs, documents, anything you can think of. You can even embed word wall games or any third party. Of course, you just need to be careful with the copyrights. If you are going to sell something, just make sure you are the creator. You can organize the resources you see by sections. This is only an idea. Like you can put sounds together or worksheets. Or if you are following some curriculum and creating resources for that, you can create it per units and lessons. And that's it. Once the student decides to subscribe, they will be able to click this subscribe now button and even use a coupon if you do create one. At the moment, this button is grayed out for me because I'm logged in as a teacher, so I can't subscribe to my own offer. Let me see if there are any more questions. Do we have to upload a video? Yeah. Yes, you do, because it does show up. But it can be, as I said, if you don't want to bother with it, you can totally just upload your video introduction that's already on your teacher profile. Angie says, for monthly subscriptions, does the payment come out on the first day of month or the first Monday or what? For monthly it comes out whenever they subscribe. So if they subscribe on March 17th, then it's going to go through every 17th of the month. I hope this answers the question, Angie. I hope I understood well. Yeah, but whenever they subscribe, it's going to keep, and you do get the stats. I can show you here in the teacher dashboard where you can actually preview all your sales here. If you just go to my profile, and here you will see purchase bundles and courses. These are the courses, and they do have the date. I hope that helps. Yeah, good. Thank you. Awesome. So back to the creator. So just make sure to put any video that works for you. It doesn't have to be anything else other than your video introduction and the image. Maybe you just use this space creatively. It can maybe show the dynamics of the subscription plan, anything related to it, or not, maybe just your classroom. But you can use this space to say more about the subscription program or anything, or maybe your student feedback you gathered. That's nice. Like make a little mosaic or a Canva template with a few student reviews you got. That would be nice and smart to put it there, right? What other students said about this subscription plan, for example. And here you can welcome to this subscription program. And here is where you can also mention your policy. Like by subscribing here, you will get 8 classes a month, to be used twice a week and blah blah blah. Anything you need, you can translate it into another language you needed, or just put a welcome message. And that's the what did it? Please enter course type. Oh, I forgot. Oh, the most important thing we stopped here before is this going to be a one-time purchase course? This is the self-paced course we mentioned before, or subscription-based. And ta-da! Now you see there. This is the brand new option where you actually include the monthly class credits. So if I put 8, every month the student will get 8 class credits. And now we are set. Da-da-da. Here is what your student will be able to do or just get. Maybe attend classes twice a week. No. Maybe, what did I click? I clicked something else. Maybe get regular English practice to improve their overall skills, maybe speaking skills, whatever this program is about, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is some bug I have to figure out. Okay, who should join in? We already put the grades, but maybe you can just say young learners or anyone, maybe anyone, if this is not curriculum specific, right? Sorry about this. Let me take a screenshot and we'll figure it out later. What will you need to know or do before joining in? Just use your device to attend classes, maybe. And what I personally would say here is because we just deployed this feature yesterday morning, I didn't test it by the end. So this error is just some bug we're going to solve today. So I will totally mention here, think about your schedule. I mean, parents do need to have both you and your students need to figure out the right time for them. So maybe before joining in here, you can also say, maybe reach out to me to discuss the class time or anything if you're not very flexible or so on. Maybe I would add something along these lines. And the last step is to actually add resources. If you don't want, you can just click continue. If this is only going to be without any resources, maybe let me know if you do want to see how you actually can build up. Maybe I can do it in a second just to show you. For example, if I'm going to be including some kind of maybe activities, like maybe review games, let's say, section. It's going to be first. And then under this section, when you click, you can add material. Let's say, for example, nouns, maybe personal nouns or anything. And I would totally grab my word wall game and paste the link. Let's see if I can do that in a live mode. Just a second. Okay, I don't have anything on this new account of mine, but let's create something really quickly. So this is going to be, or I'm just going to, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to take another resource, but I totally recommend you create your own games. So let's see, personal, what did I say? What nouns? Personal pronouns. What I was thinking. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, I like this. And there is a share button. And there is an embed button, right? You see this embed. That means if that creator allows embedding their resource in a third-party system. So it's okay to just copy this iframe. And you will see how it's going to fit here very neatly. Maybe the width and the... Okay, this is going to be a little bit smaller. I think for super teacher, it's going to be best to put 760 or 50 maybe. And it lasts 10 minutes maybe. This is in seconds, so 600 okay, these are just some details. Now this is advanced something, right? Let me show you how it looks now when I open it. So you can preview your subscription plan at any point by clicking this magnifier button. And here is what we have created so far. The student can actually see the title, monthly subscription to 2 classes a week for ESL students, as you can see here, ESL. Oh, sorry. And then let's go back. Sorry, Zoom is giving me a little bit of hard time. Okay, let me go back. Okay, back here. Okay, preview. Sorry about that. So the title, who the course is for, my previous feedback, like teacher feedback, the video introduction, the course content, if you do include anything. If not, this section is just going to be omitted. They can just see what it includes. They cannot access it before they subscribe. And that's about it. And here is the, welcome to this subscription program. They will see all the details of the offer. So you can just add more details here. And the number of classes included and everything. So that's it. Let me see if we have any comments. Okay. For now, everything looks good. Okay, so that's it. And the last thing you can do is to create a coupon if you do want your official kind of subscription to be at one price, but you do want to offer a discount maybe for regular students or the ones who refer someone. You can just say, for example, this is just for your reference to have the name of the coupon. Maybe like my twice a week subscription. The code is going to be subscribe 123. This is the code you're sharing with the parent or the student. Maximum number of people who can use coupon. Coupons and Super Teacher are all the same. Whenever you find them, coupons can be created for one-on-one classes, group classes, and these kind of class packages and class courses. Yes. Let's say this is only going to be for 5 students, starting today, ending maybe at the end of the month, if I do want to promote and focus on this. And it's going to be 10% off. Save. Okay. And now we can see the final. I'm going to log out actually, so we can click to subscribe because we can't unless I don't log in as a student. I'm going to log in as a student. So now this is a real demo, like the final. Okay, my demo student account. I'm just going to paste the link and da-da-da, here we are. So here is the title. If this is for me, the video is the only thing they can play before subscribing. And here you see now I cannot click on this, right? I can't because I'm not subscribed. So here is the subscribe now button, or if I have the coupon, which was, if I remember correctly, subscription or subscribe. Oh my goodness, I don't remember. Does anybody remember? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. No, subscribe 1, 2, 3. It has to be. Yeah, ta-da! You see now it applied 10% off. So now I can subscribe to this lower price, as if my teacher shares a coupon as a thank you if I refer a student, for example, right? And then I click subscribe, and then it's going to take them to set up their payment information here, because they cannot use WeChat in this case, remember? So they can just sync their profile data. It's going to pick up their email and everything and add a card to subscribe. And that's it. I hope this is useful. I haven't shown you the way the resource we added looks. So let me just log back into the teacher account just to show you the way WordWall looks. I love embedding them. What was Yogi? Yeah. I hope this was useful. Let's see. Okay, here we go. My course builder. And you can notice here the offer is in pending mode. That means because some teachers do add a lot of resources and they don't want this offer to be live until they're finished. So you can just let us know once you're ready to launch it. Just email us and say, okay, my subscription plan is ready to go live and we're gonna enable it for you. This is also for us to check if there are any copyright infringements and everything, just to make sure we are all good to go and safe. Okay, to preview it, the little magnifier. And now I'm going to be able to see the resource because I'm the creator. But this is if the student was subscribed. When they click, they get your word wall game right away. They can even play. Here, let's give it a moment. With Zoom, they can enter full screen. You see how beautiful it works, and it's safe because I totally recommend embedding resources in the course builder always, because it's always a better solution, because then that means you're just sharing it through Super Teacher. You're not uploading it, so you keep it safe on your own, be it Google Drive or WordWall account, anywhere. So be it a worksheet, any kind of format has an option to be embedded. You just need to find the iframe and copy paste it in the embed option in the course builder. So that's the safest way as well for you. Was this? Oh my goodness, this is Russian, I think. Okay. Oh, what's that? Maybe he? I have no idea. That was just a random choice. She. Okay. and okay, that's how it works. Let's see if we have any more questions or last thoughts, or I think we can stop here, or maybe just to check if there is anything else I wanted to us to look into. Yeah, just to remind everybody that on Super Teacher, if you do decide to go with it, we just launched the monthly subscription plan, which is $9 a month with zero commission fees, meaning only Stripe fees if you're in Stripe supported country, or Stripe plus Wise fees, which is 5% fees for their services, not anything on Super Teacher. Or you can stay on our free plan forever, when in that case there is a 10% commission fee, but only when you sell classes or earn. Okay, and here, okay, I think we can just leave this for a second, so you can maybe watch the replay if you need more actual information on what Super Teacher includes, and especially compared to Calendly and Tutorbird, what kind of other options you have to manage classes and students. Okay, that's it. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with. Thank you for the questions and sticking around, Jay and Angie and everybody. I hope this was useful. Let me know if you have any questions at any point. Reach out to me as usual, or just leave a comment under this um, live replay. Sorry for the mirror effect. Okay. At least I didn't forget to share my screen today. So thank you for coming today, and I will see you everyone next Saturday. Yeah, and later today I'm gonna share the newsletter on all the updates and changes coming, and the next Saturday's topic. If you do have some idea on what you would like us to talk about in any of the webinars coming within the next few weeks, just let me know and I will be happy to explore. Thank you. Okay, have a great weekend and talk soon. Peace. Thank you.